The Hate Offences Bill has just passed through both houses of the Irish Parliament. In an earlier version, this bill included certain hate speech provisions that would have made it considerably easier to prosecute people for hate speech crimes. The good news is these provisions have been removed from the current bill. The bad news is this bill remains deeply problematic because it contains certain features that undermine rule of law and undermine any sound legal system. This bill undermines the clarity of law in two ways. First of all, a crime may be aggravated, that is, it may deserve a steeper penalty if it's targeted against a group that is defined by gender, a category that we have no idea what it means because it can mean whatever somebody's preferred gender is. So that's one of the features of the bill that's deeply problematic. And the other one is that crimes can be aggravated by hatred against certain protected groups. Hatred is nowhere defined in the law, and therefore we have no idea what it really means for a crime to be motivated by hatred. And secondly, it undermines the concept of equal protection under the law because it gives special protection to certain groups. The average person on the street will be less protected by the law because of this bill. Because if a crime is directed against a person in the street who does not belong to one of these protected groups, then the penalty will be lower. So essentially, there are certain groups in society that will be privileged by this law and will have superior protection against certain crimes. And finally, this bill will not tackle the issue of crime on the streets because it will not tackle the problem of judges giving lenient sentences in Ireland, which is a notorious problem. It will not tackle the problem of overcrowded prisons, and it will not improve policing in Ireland. We've essentially erected these protected categories, these groups that supposedly deserve extra protection, without actually tackling the fundamental issue of crime and violence on our streets. This bill is a sideshow and a distraction from the failures of the Irish government to maintain law and order on our streets.